Echo Parenting and Education are putting on a 2-day conference, and it was our deep desire to invite Dr. van der Kolk to be our keynote speaker. And you know what? I feel like an Oscar speech acceptance person, but dreams can happen. And the evidence is that he's sitting right here, and he's been with us all day. When we're talking about trauma, we're saying that the only thing that can heal is a safe, stable, nurturing relationship. And I was going along for a while, not really putting these pieces together, but knowing that they fit. And I heard Bessel speak, and he said, developmental trauma is where trauma meets attachment. And I'm like, aha! Yes, that's why it fits. Of course, that's obvious. So we are hosting this conference. We usually work with parents. We do parenting classes. And we're working in a school, which has been partially funded by the California Endowment. It's a very exciting project. If you're here at the conference, I encourage you to come to our workshop tomorrow. We're working with a whole school community. So that's the whole adult staff, plant manager, office staff, teachers, parents, and the kids. I'm looking for 1,000 joys. Are you here somewhere? Yes, who are helping us with the kids. And we also do training of professionals, which is how this whole conference idea emerged. So with that particular project, we're moving more into the arena I think that the California Endowment is interested in, because there's a lot of us that work with families one-on-one. And I think a lot of us have come up against the policies that are in place in the institution that these families belong to. We met it going into domestic violence shelters, where we would be teaching a kind of connecting parenting, and then the case managers would be having an entirely different experience with a different philosophy, different kind of rules and practices in place. And so I believe that the reason they sent me up here at the endowment was to talk about the fact that not only is it important to change individuals, but that we have to start looking at how trauma affects our communities and how we can start creating systems change within those communities with projects such as the Trauma-Informed School. So now I'm going to do my job, which is to introduce Dr. van der Kolk. You are the founder of the Trauma Center.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, I'm doing well so far. And the medical director of said Trauma Center.
Yes.
Correct. You may have noticed he's also the author of the book, The Body Keeps the Score. You know what? I thought it was very kind of him to actually publish the book using the colors of Echo Parenting and Education. There was a synergy in the making. But back to Bessel. This is the thing that I'm going to tell you about Bessel and his work. What hit me when I heard him speak a while ago and had this dream of bringing him here to Los Angeles was that he was very, very clear on one thing, that the textbooks will only get you so far. And in fact, being the provocative gentleman that he is, he told a room full of 400 therapists, you know, your license is only a license to malpractice. And I've learned everything I know from my patients. And amazingly, the therapists all applauded him. But I have a very dear friend who said to me, reading this book, it made everything make sense. And if you have walked the terrible walk of trauma, and you read this book, everything fits into place, and it makes sense. And I don't think I could possibly give you a better introduction than that. How did I do?
No, you couldn't.
Okay.
Thank you very much.